Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Powerline safety.
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Welcome to the rockshop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Good morning. Sorry for the delay, everyone. But we are here now. Here in the Tier 2 Grand Slam here in Martensville, Saskatchewan. My name is Matt Sussman. We are here in the second end between Team Bauldic and Team Ueno. Bauldic has a 1-0 lead, throwing the red stones. And both teams just looking to get a good record and a good finish here. Ueno is at a 1-2 record. Bauldic is still looking for their first win. They're at 0-3. It's a nice down weight takeout there for Team Ueno. You can see they are playing with just 3 right now. So Miyu Ueno is the skip, Yui Ueno throwing third, and Asuka Kanai at lead. So that would have been Yui Ueno's come around hit. And for Team Bauldic, we have Kamdyn Bauldic at skip, Anna Lundell at third, Lara McKee at second, and Caden Beek throwing lead. Can't get around the guard there. So we'll open things up a little bit. Chance here for Ueno to sit 3. Now they can space all these out here. Keep them all on the same level. This one's got some extra distance. Is it gonna stop? And it is gonna just squeak through the house there. Opportunity for Bauldic to get a hit and roll. This is Hannah Lundell. Will roll a little bit, not enough though. Almost had it. See those hit and rolls go back and forth all the time. Everyone always wants to make that perfect one. Once you get it, at that end just flips just like that. So Ueno is going to elect to roll the other way. See if they can generate a 2-point end here. This one actually might be curling. It will go under the red. That's pretty well buried. You can chase it, not easy. But now they're sitting 2 buried, and that's going to be difficult here for Kamdyn to get one or the other. She's going to have to go for, I guess you could go for either one. Probably see a little more of this one. Got maybe a better angle from the hack on the wide one. Go for the wide one. You probably roll buried under the 8-foot one. You're double buried, but you're probably behind the tee line. This one, you chase it, you're just rolling open anyways. left-handed skip for first. That will wreck on the guard. Shooter is just going to roll to a corner. Ueno will use it. Try to space these out best she can. Here's her first. Line looks okay. Can they get it by? Yes, they do. Where does it sit? Just in front of the tee line. So that is a nice shot there now for Team Bauldic. They're eyeing up the double. It's about all they've got. Want to make sure you get one. Do have a chance for two. Looking at the tolerance, I think even if you hit this too thick, you just go over top. And if you nose it, I don't think you become third shot. This is kind of an all or nothing double here. A little thin. Last rock for Kamdyn Bauldic. It is. Needs to curl to touch a piece and gets one, gets two. Will that other yellow scoot out of play? And it's just going to spin and stay there. So just a single takeout. Didn't hit that one thick enough. So open draw for three here for Miyu Ueno. This will be a nice start here. Good bounce back from the first end. I believe that was a steal of one for Bauldic in the first. So excellent bounce back here. Kept it nice and open. Not seem to be any issue with this one. They're just guiding it down. It's all there on its own. So that'll be 3 points in the second here for Ueno. That's a 3-1 game. We'll be back for the third.
Welcome to therockshop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, The Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, The Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of
And we're back here in the third end. So Miyu Ueno responding with a, I don't know if you call it simple, but they weren't under too much pressure. They had a 2 for most of the game, and then once they got a good roll, they had a pretty simple third point there. So they're back in control. Kamdyn Bauldic now. See if she can respond with a couple points of her own. You see Team Uno is playing three-handed in this game. Their second, Junko Nishimuro, not with them this weekend. This team, relatively young team. Miyu Ueno is 24, Yui is 23, and Kanai, the lead, is 24. Nishimuro is the sort of the elder of the team at 44 years old. He did play in the 2024 World Championship. With a 3-9 record. And they also played in the 2024 Pan-Continentals. Rest in peace, Pan-Continentals. We hardly knew ye. And they were one of the teams that were vying for the trials spot, and they eventually lost to Team Yoshimura, who qualified for the Olympics last week in British Columbia. So they're here now, just trying to get some experience. And on the other side, we have Team Bauldic. This is an under-18 team. They are local to here, so they were given one of the sponsors' exemptions to play in the Tier 2. This is one of the benefits of hosting it, is sometimes you can add a couple extra Saskatchewan teams as they've done. So this is almost no doubt one of their biggest challenges so far in their young curling careers. And they've put up a good fight in all of their games. We have a free guard zone violation there. They put it all back. But this Team Bauldic had the tall task of playing Isabella Vrano from Sweden and Taylor Reese-Hansen from British Columbia, and then Corinne Brown from British Columbia. So teams are not usually used to playing. So they're finishing up here with Team Uno. Let's see if they can come back here. Run back opportunity. Just going to open it up. Almost had it. See if Ueno can dig this one out a little bit. Totally under the guard, but possible little angle to chip it out. They are by, and they do have a good piece that will remove the red, and they will roll just next to the other yellow. Hard to get them both without losing your shooter. I'm sure Kamdyn would love to keep it there, so she'll hit the top one. This one's curling a lot. It's gonna catch it low, kick the other one, and spill the shooter. So Ueno can now try to sit two and put the force on. So far, you've been noticing Ueno has been, the whole team's been able to keep all of their stones in the house on the same horizontal line. Not easy to do. This one's going to go a little deep. Double looks really hard, but you can roll toward it. Might actually just be drawn down to it. A lot of curl there. So, yep, this is the draw. A little heavy for a freeze, but they will tap it. They'll just roll open, so that will be prime target. Will they hit it? Yes, they're going to hit and roll there. So Ueno started out with a win over Reese Hansen. And then they lost to Vrano and Kate Cameron, where they're at 1 and 2. There may be, depending on tiebreakers and draw shot challenges, there may be a chance for Ueno to win this game and get it 2 and 2. There is an 8-team playoff here, so that might be enough. But first things first, you got to win this game and then see what happens. So hit and roll there. They'll just sit right there. So Bauldic in a little bit of trouble here, but they do have a chance here to. A couple, they could throw the double and roll. You could also nose it, sit right there. Maybe roll a half a foot towards the guard. Makes it difficult for Ueno to deal with it. So there's a couple good outcomes here. They are going to throw the intern at this. Should be enough space for that. That's going to over curl and get one. Shooter's gone. Will it spin? Will it spin? It's going that way, and ooh, hard to say. I think they're going to leave it there. I thought that might have spun out and back into play, but hard to tell. It's definitely in play, but is it on? It may not matter. As we come to skip stones here, Miyu Ueno will just draw under that corner. This one will land mostly under cover. As we say hello to all the people watching here in the chat, we have a couple hundred watching. And as always the case, when we feature a Japanese team, we have several Japanese curling fans watching as well. We thank you so much for watching these teams and cheering on your favorite teams, and I'm sure they appreciate it as well. They put in a lot of travel. They're away from home a lot, and I'm sure they get a little bit of a boost from knowing that there's people cheering them on. Heck, when I go to a Bonspiel, I just like it when someone notices one person, and we've got hundreds for these teams. So we love seeing the fans. So Kamdyn Bauldic first. Again, trying that freeze. This is doing the same thing. It's hanging and then going. Here it goes. Speed's a little hot. It will bump and roll open. I have a carbon copy of a shot a couple rocks ago. And again, the same idea. Hit and roll a little bit, make the score difficult. Here is Miyu Ueno's final stone of the third end. Nose or a little roll would be just fine for her. It's just a tiny little roll. It's a really good spot. Gonna make the shot to score very difficult. She needs to... You can't nose it. Won't be closer than the one on the tee line. So she could play, and it looks like what they're signaling is kind of a double on those two. But you can't roll too far either, and that's been their problem with their hits. A lot of their hits have been over curling, and this happened on this same line. When they threw this, they only got a small piece, so they are going to switch to the other turn. That's a wise decision here. And if they get most of this rock and if they can roll, they should be able to get their single point. So here's final stone, Kamdyn Bauldic. Can she find the line to get the double? Just keeping it clean. A lot of weight. That's going to make the double. It is going to roll. That will sail through. So facing 3, they're just going to give up a steal of 1. So it'll be a 4-1 game. We'll be back for the 4th.
Hey Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Who knew after 20 years in real estate I'd have to make silly videos for Instagram and come out behind a tree?
Stu, we need to do this stuff.
Why can't I just door knock into open houses like I did in the old days?
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so it's because I'm sitting here behind a tree. Come use us for real estate.
Welcome to therockshop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, The Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
So a steal of 1 for Team Ueno here in the 3rd. It's a 4-1 game. And my name is Matt Sussman, and joined here on the commentary and also working the production booth is Ryan Jakes. Ryan, good morning.
Oh, good morning. How's it going today, Matt?
It's going really good. I think any morning you wake up and you're watching curling, you really can't complain. Means you're not working or doing something else. So we've had a...
Yep, you're darn right.
Yeah. So far, we've had, just to recap, Team Bauldic looks like they stole the first, with Ueno coming back with a pretty methodical 3-ender, and then they put a lot of pressure on Team Bauldic to force a really difficult shot for a score, and a double and rollout led to a steal of 1. And brings us to this end, so we're almost halfway done. Team Ueno playing with just 3 this weekend, or this week rather. Not even in the weekend. I guess we're in the weekend. It's Friday morning. Looking to set up another difficult end for Bauldic to score here.
Yeah, I caught the very end of the previous end. It was a good attempt on the last shot. Team Ueno really made it difficult for them to get their point. They really locked down the forefoot there. So.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they're being very precise here, and what we're noticing here with Bauldic, I think what they just need to work on is kind of their lines for the takeouts, and it could be the where the broom is, it could be the speed choice, but a lot of their hit attempts, a lot of their upweight attempts, they're not quite keeping their shooters around, and so that's been difficult here as we see it now the draw go through. So that's also a problem, but at least in that last end, that was where they were getting into trouble. So Team Ueno gonna try to load another counter around this guard here. Can't peel the corner quite yet. This one looks like it's on the guard. Bit of a cluster of guards there.
Yeah, not what they were hoping for, but makes it difficult for that for Bauldic to get at that yellow rock later on. I wonder if they were also thinking about maybe the double takeout and roll to a corner guard. That could be a good secondary option here.
Yeah.
Might see that on the next shot.
They just need a couple shots to go their way. This one's over curling a little bit. They're gonna chap off their corner, roll to a center. So now the center is very cluttered. It seems like it's more of a issue with the line that they're trying to figure out with this young Bauldic team. They're just not getting rocks in the right spots. So the younger Ueno sister, Miyu Ueno. Free draw here. This one's going to go past the other. No, it's just going to sit right there. So yellow's kind of controlling the middle here.
No kidding. I think it's time to clean up on aisle 5 or whatever sheet they're on.
Yeah. Not really easy way to clear a bunch. I guess if you hit the red into the top yellow guard, you might kill 2 and scooch your red over. They got to do something, though. I think it's the right call. Pretty good. So that will, they'll get 1. Still a stagger. Rolls to a kind of a tight corner. Still not a great angle to get at those 2 in the house.
Yeah, it's a tough result. It takes away that outturn draw also. I guess it might still be there through the hole of the 2 red corners, but it's just not looking so great right now.
So now we're on third stones. Anything over is good. This one's coming just right where they wanted it. Maybe a few feet deeper than they wanted. Want to get rid of 2 guards. Which 2?
Yeah, it's pretty tough, but I'd be looking at hitting the red one very thin, kind of slice it over and see if you can catch the top 8 yellow. That would be really good shot, but you got to bring the heat and hit a tiny piece of that red. So
yeah,
I'm not throwing it. That's for sure.
Right. Well, that's why I'm asking you. Yeah, what would you do? You don't have to make it. They're going to go for the top one. So they could do yellow-red, and if it over curls, you get yellow-yellow. See if they can get something good here to clear it out. We'll go yellow-red. Kill the red, leaves the yellow. They're still overlapped. Shot stone is just kind of poking out there.
Yeah, I think it's a bit better here. They can get at that rock top 4, and the yellows are kind of lined up into the house now, which is good news for Team Bauldic.
Might need to do that. So Ueno's gonna. I think they were. First thought was that. I think they're gonna do that. That's the right call. That's the play that they're gonna make. So something high in the house. They can get top 12, perhaps. Take that shot away to run those guards in. Ueno coming out to help sweep this one. Just got it there. So that's good result. Little cluster of triangle of rocks there. Sitting 3 right now.
Yeah, a little Mickey Mouse shape.
Yeah. I've always noticed you put 3 rocks in a triangle pattern, then you're kind of in a good. I'm testing this theory out that just put 3 rocks in a triangle and you'll be okay.
Yep.
I do say the triangle is the sturdiest of all the shapes.
That's right. Yeah, you probably couldn't triple them all out if you tried.
Right. So maybe this will be, you're always looking for that new analytic edge. I think the triangle will be the next big thing.
All right, you heard it here first. I might have to steal that idea, though. But
the trick is to actually know how to throw them into a triangle. But
yeah, that's true.
It'll be like the Christmas tree. Once that took off, everyone did that. So Kamdyn Bauldic here. I think she's going for the run-in here. See if the triangle can hold. Curl this one though. Does she have anything on it? Ooh, that's just sail right by.
Yeah, like you said, Matt, just a few line struggles it seems so far, but still a good experience for this young team to play in a Grand Slam Tier 2 event.
It is from what we can see. This is a local team. They were given a sponsor's exemption to play in this. These are probably rocks and sheets that they know. These are teams that they do not know. And yeah, they'll take the experience you can. I think you probably go into an event like this knowing who you are and who they are, and you're gonna just hopefully you play well, and that's gonna help them down the road in their provincials and their in their division, whatever happens. So if they choose to stay together, that's certainly going to be something they can look back on, and the next time they're in this situation, they'll probably do better.
Absolutely.
So Ueno's, this is her. It's the 7th stone? Trying to do a count.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just a bit of a frozen camera situation. But we'll get it back up and running in no time here.
I think we got it there. Okay, so that's just drawing open there. They're sitting 4. Now, you need to get, if you ignore the triangle and try to go around. No, I think they're gonna try to make some space here on the intern side. Not a lot of good options, but you make contact here and give yourself a chance with your last. That's all they're going for.
Yep, exactly. You score 1, you keep yourself alive in this game.
Kamdyn Bauldic first. Or are they drawing through the hole? They're chasing that yellow one. Had the call all wrong. This needs to move over though.
Got to get off the yellow. Oh,
in,
no.
and they are gonna just sit right there. So now Ueno's laying 5. I think there's one shot left for Bauldic that I think Ueno needs to take away, and it's the wide in-turn draw.
Yep, completely agreed. That's the easiest and most natural shot that I'm seeing as well. Do you think you could make it with the out turn as also through those red corner guards?
Yeah, that's
an ugly looking shot.
That's there too, and it's Ryan. I think that's a good point because you could also be a little heavy. You've got backing, and you could just give up a steal of 1. So there are 2 shots for her. I think they're gonna Ueno here with her last. We'll take away the easier, like you said, the most natural of the 2. Suzuka Kanai the lead, really putting in the work as the sweeper. That's going to be a little deep than I wanted, but Kamdyn Bauldic facing 6 for her last. What does she have in her bag of tricks? I think the intern's really there for her anymore. I think the outturn is what you got left, right, Ryan?
Yeah, I think so. And like you said, even if you just hit and roll a little bit, you only give up a steal of 1. So that there's some options here if you're a little bit heavy. But yeah, I'd say these are the kind of shots that build character for a young skip like her. So let's see if you can put it in there somewhere.
I think one time I played in the cash spiel and I had a draw against 6 and I made it, and I think that's my best stat of all time. So if I can do it,
that feels good.
yeah, 100% on draws against 6 in my career.
Nice.
So can she find the touch, find the line, find the weight, find the forefoot? Milestone here in the 4th end. Needs to get through. Needs the line. She's through the hole. This one looks pretty good. She's going to hit and roll. Oh, that's still a really good shot. It's going to be a steal of 1 as they take a look at it. So almost disaster turns out to just a steal of 1. So Ueno will be up 5-1. We're halfway done. We'll see if they're going to take their break or if they're going to be right back, but we will be back as well.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. curling stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next curling stadium.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
So we're back here in the fifth end, and we were talking about experience. Ryan, this was a draw against 6.
Yes, and phenomenally thrown. A great team shot, well managed. Almost got the roll in for the point, but really cuts it down from what was a very dominant end from Team Ueno. So props to Kamdyn Bauldic for an excellent throw on that one. Facing 6.
Yeah.
Keeping the game alive.
I think if that's a shot, if you think about all the things you did well and the things you needed to work on, that was one where, that's probably one you feel kind of good about. Even though you only gave up 1, you could have given up a lot more. You could have even been done with the game. So that's a plus in our book. So first half of the game being done, now they took their break. Maybe they had a snack. Maybe they can re-energize, finish this second half of the game strong. So corner guards up. Ryan, I'm sure you've seen it before when you have a team struggling. Someone makes a shot, and that kind of cascades through with the rest of the team, then they can start settling in and make their shots.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wouldn't be surprised if Bauldic puts up a deuce here and kind of builds on that momentum.
So Asuka Kanai throws the center. Goes around. Almost all buried. Pretty good, though. Good distance. Now, Bauldic try to use that corner. Get underneath. Same line she just threw. But it doesn't look like it's got the speed. Looks like it might have been a little light. So 2 corners now. Team Ueno. They're 1-2. They are playing well in this game. They win this game. We're not quite sure if they will advance to the 8-team playoffs, but they'll have a pretty good chance. It'll depend on some some other calculus that's not available to us at the moment, but they're not just playing for pride. I think they have a little bit more that they can play for this weekend.
Yeah, so we'll see how it all shakes out after this. And Team Bauldic, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but they are 0-3 at the moment.
Yes, yeah, and I mentioned this earlier. I'll go over it again though. The teams they're used to playing aren't here right now. They are Isabella Vrana and Taylor Reese Hansen and Corinne Brown. Those are their first 3 games. And they didn't win any of those, but they can say they've played them. That's probably a little bit of they're probably a little starstruck. Those are names they know. Those are names they've probably watched. If they watch curling, I'm sure they do. Teams they've seen on TV or in slams, stadiums. But they shared ice with them, and you don't get to do that often. And hopefully the kind of starstruckness of that kind of subsides, and at some point you realize that you play well enough that you deserve to be on that ice with those teams, and means you are kind of one of those teams yourself. So hopefully that's something that they'll get to at some point.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well said, Matt.
So here we are. Ueno's again controlling the middle. And I don't know if I'm sure they'd love to make some noise to those yellows in the back, but you just let this one roll. Keep your shooter. Don't think they will, though. I'll just peel that. That's, again, one of those things with a young team trying to throw those hits. Is it seems like at least, the weight selection might just be a little up for what they're trying to accomplish. What are you seeing here?
Yeah, I have to agree with that, especially on a shot like that. The yellow rock was so close to the house, you could have even tried to roll behind the corner guard to get some more rocks in play. I know you eventually have to deal with those 2 yellows in the top house, but you couldn't see all of the yellows. So I think this is a good opportunity for a run back. You can see all of that yellow guard. But I would have liked to see on the last shot and then some in the previous end as well. Just a little more controllable weight to bring the sweepers into it instead of hoping you throw it perfectly and nail the broom.
Yep, they can eliminate 2. Knows this, maybe get a little low. Just moved right at the end. It's going to pass by everything and roll to the other side. So Ueno will replace that guard.
And once again, a very unlucky place to roll to, similar to last end, kind of blocking off that draw path.
Yeah, so that's, again, there's going to limit their shot selection here. This one's a little lighter than the last. Gets to the right spot. That's going to make, I think you still got to play you still play the run, right, Ryan?
Yeah, I don't see much else. So you might play the red one, even though it's a little longer. It's not that much longer, and quite a bit of upside if you can stick the red in there. Then all of a sudden, maybe you have a chance for 2 or even 3.
Yeah, what's the difference between 10 and 11 feet, right?
Yep. Well, I'm not diving off of either of those boards.
Right. Run back attempt, see if they can get something good. That's going to over curl, but it's going to stick on the other. So it is open. can plug the other side. At least it changes their line. They've thrown that guard about 4 times in a row. Now they have to play a different line. Always looking for positives in this game. Miyu Ueno's first rock wants to be just on the other side of the center line. Now trying to move it over. That's just fine. You can either peel, or I guess you can take your chances with the angle in right now.
Yeah, that'd be a good shot.
Not a great angle for it, because you're probably just going to hit one or the other and then bounce.
Yeah.
But if you play it soft, again, with weight choice, you talked about that earlier. I mean, if you throw a missile into this, then the shot that's made is you get rid of one and roll out. Maybe if you bring the weight down a little bit, like a control weight, you keep that shooter around. That's kind of been what's hurt them this game, is they haven't been able to keep anything in the house even when they do make contact. But we'll see what they come up with here. Be a highlight reel shot if she makes it with her first. Close. Oh, starting to over curl. And she will make contact with one. Spill it out in the back. Shooter goes out.
Yeah, like you said, it kind of just bounces off. Yeah, not the greatest angle, but still a great throw and a great shot for what you had.
Yeah, opens up the 4-foot, and I think it just over curled on them right at the end. I think otherwise that was really close to great. So with that in-turn draw available, I think Ueno's going to use it, try to get to there first. Lay 3. This one over. That is going to block off that draw. Well, yeah, that works. It's a bit of a space to get around it, though.
Yeah, I thought that one was going a bit further.
It didn't seem like they wanted to be much deeper than that. They were just trying to push it over there. So the 4-foot's available here for Kamdyn Bauldic. Another big shot here against multiple yellow rocks. See if she's got the draw weight here. Last rock of the 5th end. Nothing yet from anyone. Starting, should be off the red guard. There we go. Oh, did they wait too long? Here we go. In it comes. Can they get it into the 4-foot? And they do. I think that is 1 point. Yep. Good shot from Kamdyn Bauldic. Finally gets on the board again. That is going to be a 5-2 game, and we'll be back for the 6th.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
So we're back here in the 6th end after a really nice pressure draw from Kamdyn Bauldic. Didn't have a lot of space, but she found it. And she is now down 5-2. We're going to see if she can put up some steal magic here as we see let's see what happened there. That was a didn't look like it was a, well, I don't know if it was a no-tick violation, but you could elect to keep it that way. I know the no-tick is optional for non-offending teams, but that draw bounced into the house, into the 4-foot.
Yes, that's very generous of Team Ueno here.
Yeah, maybe they like a challenge. So Bauldic will go right around here. And there's your center guard. So something cooking here for Bauldic in the 6th. They haven't had many red rocks in play in the house. Peel of shame?
You know it.
Threw one of those last night. It feels good.
Oh, yeah. I never throw a guard light. I only throw them through the house.
That's right.
Never peel of shame. Never.
Never. So yeah, Ueno with a 3-point lead in the 6th with hammer. They're probably just going to try to hit any red rock that they can see. As for Bauldic, they finally have a chance. This is a good. They haven't had hammer, or they haven't had. Let me rephrase my words. They have not had tried to steal much in this game. They've had hammer for a while. And now they finally get the chance to throw everything down the middle. This one's a little deep, though, so there's a chance to double these.
If you hit it just right, maybe even get all 3, that would be quite the shot.
See if Yanai, the lead, can throw a triple. Oh, look at that.
My goodness.
Oh. Very nice shot there. That is not a triple, but it is a double and good roll. Ryan, give the lead some credit here.
Absolutely. Well, also had a practice peel on the previous shot. A very well thrown, almost gets all 3. Still an okay shot, I guess. Yeah, very, very well done.
Absolutely.
That opens it right up, and I don't see a steal here anymore.
Asuka Kanai with that peel of shame, followed by a double, almost triple. So Bauldic will respond with, can they sit two? They just barely do, hanging on in the back. Ueno will hit one of them and sit. Are they freezing?
Interesting, switching gears here a bit. I must say I'm a bit surprised with
what's the logic for freezing here?
I suppose to get your 2 points here, but you don't want to be throwing against 2 or 3 on the last one, even if it's an easy shot, a draw to the 8-foot or an open hit. There's no need to be throwing against multiple on your last. So definitely a bit surprised by that call, but it would have been good if they made it. That is for sure. But you got to make those.
Yeah, so the freeze opportunity went deep. Bauldic now can spread them out. Get a third one in the top of the house. They haven't had many chances to have sort of free draws here. They've been kind of digging their way out of trouble. So now with them being able to apply pressure, this one's a little deeper than they wanted. No, that's fine. That's great, actually. About as good as you can separate 3 red stones in the house.
No kidding.
See, Ryan, it's the triangle again. This is a variation on the triangle.
That's true.
This is the expanded triangle. So everything within, they control all the space within the triangle.
It's pretty powerful, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's all the shapes. You see the shapes.
I'd be okay with an octagon.
Yeah.
In the house.
couple years ago, I did a game with Jason Chang, and I pointed out that the rocks are in the shape of a rhombus, and he got a little almost there. But he started calling me the professor after that once I started breaking out my knowledge of 6th grade geometry.
Well, many of us have forgotten that. We dumped it out of our memories.
That's right. So that almost double and almost stuck it. But I don't know if that yellow looks like it might be second shot.
I think it is, just barely. We'll get another look here in a second.
Yeah. This one's a little higher. This one's deeper. Sweepers don't want to touch it. They're just going to go right to the back button. Yeah, as we see overhead there, Ryan, I think yellow is second. Or now it's third. Without counting the back 12 one, though.
Yeah, I think so. The red rock's a little warpy in the back there. So it might be more distorted and closer than we think, but we'll find out soon enough.
And this shot's a lot more obvious here. Just hit the open one, shot stone. Whoa.
Yeah, if they were freezing to that one, I would have walked down to the club all the way from Edmonton, Alberta, and called a timeout.
Yeah, you gotta wonder. I'm trying to think of why a freeze would be thrown up 3. Only thought was even if you don't make it perfect, if you're a little light, then you're forcing Bauldic to maybe make a hit on that. And they haven't been very accurate with those, but
yeah, fair enough.
They're in a little trouble here, though. They're probably, if anything else, just resigned to taking one. And again, taking one is fine. You're up 6-2 with 2 to go. Hit and roll out. So now.
Yeah, now I like this.
Yeah, so Ueno they can freeze and they can even bump it a little bit and sit 2. They're grouped. But I think it's the right call. So Ueno's first. This is over curling. Is it passed? No, it's not passed. That's just going to freeze on the wrong stone. So Bauldic is now sitting shot, pretty well covered. This is a force opportunity. I think there's one spot you don't want this to land, Ryan. Anywhere else is probably fine.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a top 4 there. Hey, otherwise you're leaving a double. It's a long way to roll, but it would be very makeable if it's around half a rock that you have to hit.
Interesting. They're drawing to the center line. I'd almost think go to the wing on the other side to take that double possibility out, but
yeah, that would be the safe call.
So Kamdyn Bauldic final stone. Where will it stop? Should stop in the back of the house.
Yeah, that'll do.
So decent end for them. They got the force. That's another positive for them. So Miyu just needs a hit and stick. She's facing 2. I think now 2 for sure. Last rock of the 6th. Can they get the hit and stick? Line seems pretty true, and that will go right on the nose. So Bauldic gets the force. Ueno will take the point, and they will take a 6-2 lead. We've got 2 ends to go here.
Welcome to the rockshop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of Curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of
that. Seventh end here, the Tier 2 Grand Slam in Martensville, Saskatchewan. I'm Matt Sussman alongside Ryan Jakes. And Kamdyn Bauldic has been trying to put a couple good ends together, and they finally have, and they forced Team Ueno to a single. They're still down 6-2, but they have the hammer, and they got a little bit of momentum going their way, don't they, Ryan?
Yeah, they sure do. They've made a game of this. It's tough that they got down early. They've been pretty much even since the fourth end, but there's still time. You get a deuce, you can maybe make Ueno throw against 2 or 3 in the last end. You never know.
Yeah, they want to finish off strong. They're still looking for their first win. And crazier things have happened. 4-point deficit is pretty daunting, especially when you've only gotten 2 points in the game. But you do have hammer. You can get a couple here. You can get a steal. They've already stolen once in this game. We'll see if they can get a draw around their corner. They like the line. And they will get that one just over there. Very good. Couple of lead stones there.
Yeah, very well placed. Nicely done. And we are still on lead stones for Team Ueno.
Do we call them lead stones when the lead throws a third, or is it second stone?
I don't know. I guess it's up for interpretation.
however you want to call it, yes. However, this stone is going to, yep, they're going to chip that out and roll behind. So, Suka Yanai been throwing some daggers here in these last couple ends. And almost triple in the last end. A good little hack weight takeout around a guard. They'll go right back, see if they can utilize that corner again. If they can get that one in, they will just touch the house. It's third shot. Chase it. I think they'll play the corner. They're going to go at the stone. Hard to tell what they're signaling. The little sister's going to come down and talk it over. Yeah, this makes more sense. Just deal with the corner guard.
Yeah, I like this. No need to mess around. Try to chase and then flash or even jam on the red one that they just hit.
Yeah, maybe they're worried about hitting their center guard with this play, but I don't think that's a terrible outcome.
Yeah, that's fair.
Peel attempted on the corner. Are they going to get anything? Ooh! Double flash.
Oh, I thought they had a piece of that back one. That's too bad.
Yeah, thing was whipping through. So Bauldic here, I think they're going to try to get a 2-for-1, deal with the center guard, roll to a better corner. This is nosing. Oh, they're hitting the wrong way. Watch out. All right, no. Just sail it through there. So looks like Miyu is going to tighten the ice a little bit on this. So get the one. No. Almost replaced that center guard with that.
Yeah, that would have been all right. Too bad. I think they rolled just enough that you might be able to take a crack at that double.
Right. Well, they can at least get one. Yeah, with the broom they're putting in, if they controlled weight might do it. Maybe get a bit of a inside roll. That looks pretty good for this. They just get to nose, and they'll just sit right there. So Team Bauldic sitting 2 and 3 for the moment. I don't know if there's a double there. Might as well try it. Make sure you get one.
Yeah, I think it's a little too flat. And the red has a long way to go across the house even after you hit it.
Yeah, make sure you hit this thick and roll. Maybe you touch the red, but you touch the red, you touch it under cover. That's not great. We'll see what happens. Miyu Ueno. Oh, you want to touch it. Oh, again.
Oh, my.
Almost that same path she did on her first. So now with Bauldic sitting second and third, shot stone is open. They can sit 3. I don't think that one on the side's in. Going hard on this one. They got to get past the red. They got to get past it. Should be okay. Make contact and roll there. And they are sitting at least 3. And on the overhead there, I do see a sliver of that rock, but it's hard to tell. That may matter. Couple big misses there. As we take a look there, thank you, Ryan. That does not look like it's on.
Yeah, probably not. But that's the best view I've got. So.
Yep, that's great. That is, I think, clear and definitive that that's out.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I don't need to see all of that rock. I just need to see the part that I saw. So all of a sudden, Team Bauldic looking like they can get multiples out of this. So Miyu Ueno will try to, I guess, hit one, and maybe they can get a fortuitous roll.
I think they'd be happy with a setup shot here and then make a double take it on the next shot.
There's the hit and there's the roll, and they will go underneath. Pretty decent result there. It's a 2-foot run back. You also need you want your shooter to flop onto the house. So it's a good roll. Does force a difficult shot, although it looks like Kamdyn will ignore it for now and just draw. Still a good way to get your 2. I guess it depends on what your goal is here. If you absolutely needed to have 3 or 4, maybe you do play that short run. But if they're just kind of keeping it simple and just playing end-to-end, maybe this is the call, right, Ryan?
Yeah, it's the easier shot for sure, but I think they would really want to get 3 to keep this game alive. It's going to be tough to steal 2 points against this team.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But we see
well, did you make the draw?
Tree.
Yeah, there's your
as
Christmas
you alluded
tree.
to earlier.
December 19th. So if you didn't have it up yet, now they've got it up. Move it up until whenever you really want, especially if it's artificial. But again, yeah, if you're playing for 2, I think Ueno would be happy with that. Looks like with the ice they're taking, they're going to play and concede the 2. They can just catch the back one. Unless they're shot after they hit this one.
Well, and with the weight they're playing, there's a bit of a risk if you chip the top 8 rock that you don't get any of them out. But this looks just fine.
They will make contact and roll out. So here we go. Now it looks like they're going to play the shot for 3.
Yep, I like this. You got to go for it.
Yeah.
You
So
gotta
this
be
is
bold
again
at some point.
Yeah. So red into yellow. You got to kill yellow. It's probably going to chip that red in the back, and you got to roll your shooter on. So you're going to have to play a fair bit of weight for all of that to happen here. And if you don't make it, then you get the 2. So final stone, Kamdyn Bauldic. Did you get the 3? That looks pretty good. She kills the yellow. Is it going to go out? It does. They've got the 2. Is the 3rd one on? Doesn't look like it is.
Yeah, they kicked that pretty quick.
I'm going to say that's 2. It's a good try. I needed to curl just a little bit more, so they're down 2. We'll be back for the 8th.
Hey, Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Who knew after 20 years in real estate I'd have to make silly videos for Instagram and come out behind a tree?
Stu, we need to do this stuff.
Why can't I just door knock into open houses like I did in the old days?
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so it's because I'm sitting here behind a tree. Come use us for real estate.
Welcome to therockshop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, The Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
We're back here in the 8th and final end, the Tier 2 Grand Slam in Martensville, Saskatchewan, alongside Ryan Jakes, I am Matt Sussman, and Kamdyn Bauldic had a chance for 3. Shooter just couldn't quite spill onto the house, so they'll take the 2, and they need to steal 2 here against Team Miyu Ueno from Japan. It's not impossible, but it's not easy either.
Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle for sure. As we've seen Team Ueno be fairly dominant, especially in the first half of this game. And it's tough to imagine them having a difficult shot facing 2 when all of the rocks settle in this end, especially with a very nice first shot right on the top button there.
Yeah, lead stones are getting in better positions. They've definitely, Team Bauldic has played a better second half than they have the first. They've settled down. I think they realize maybe the pressure's off them. They can just go and just play the game that they're used to.
Yep, and I'm sure many of their family members are watching this game. I believe they're from Lloydminster, I was seeing on Curling Zone, so it's not too far away from Martensville.
Yeah. Yep,
So
definitely
I'm sure
very close.
proud families.
Yeah. And again, I think in this position for Team Bauldic, as you start out, you know how to make shots and you know how to play an end. And I think it's that management of not just a game, but a series of games that takes a while to develop. And so now that they're here, they can just make those shots and play that end because that's what they've got left. So they got a nice little setup shot there. They need to get 2 though. So Suka Yanai.
Can she come through with another triple takeout? No, that's okay.
Could get the 1. And just a reminder, in the event that Bauldic does steal 2, this will go to a shootout. Warm draw to the button. They will not play an extra end. They will play an extra end in the playoffs if they make that. But for now, it will just be the shootout. Oh, tap up there. So all the play starting to move toward the house. Can you get all 3 reds?
I don't know if you could get them all out of play, but you could get them far, far away from the center line.
That's good enough, yeah.
Yep.
The other women's game, which we're also showing here on Curling Stadium Sports, is Team McMillan versus Team Skurlik. They're in the 8th as well. And Skurlik looks like they're down 2 in the 8th with Hammer. So that's another good game. Have some men's games as well. Well, with a lot of heat. They will kill a red and a yellow. So it's getting clear for them.
Yeah, no, still not what they were looking for. Hoping to hit on the other side.
Yeah.
So just seeing a few peel weight struggles these last 2 ends so far.
Yeah, they can throw it hard, but they're not getting exactly where they want to be. Another guard needs to go up here. Needs to stop. I'll just lay parallel with the other one. You can hit the hole.
But don't worry, they're building a triangle here.
Yeah, there is. It is a triangle. I think they're trying. It's a very skinny triangle, though.
Yeah. And I'm not sure they'll get a chance to put a rock right in the middle to make the small triangle like we saw earlier in the game.
Exactly. Yeah. He'll attempt. Can they get one? They're gonna get the left one, and that will. Ooh, that will. Unlucky. Just ticked the red. Killed their own in the back. Ooh. Unfortunate. So for Team Bauldic, sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, gotta be sharper on these peel weight shots. That's 5 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough, but there's still one left. You make a good shot on the next one, you make up for all those other ones.
That's right. As for Team Bauldic, they need to steal 2. They've got the 2 right now. They are counting the 2. They need this guard to stop, though. A little tight to the house. But it is in the right spot. Can't triple them. You can get a couple, and that's probably all you need to do. I'm going to talk it over here. They just make a play on the Reds, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. It's tough because it's so close to nose. You don't want to leave your shooter on the center line, but I think this is your best option.
Yep, so here we go. Ueno's also in a bit of a time crunch here. They're going to make the single, and they're going to roll. Oh, they're going to bury the 2.
Oh, my.
Ueno has 2 timeouts, but so they're not in any concern, but they were at 39 seconds on the time clock. So I think that was a little bit of a hurry-up throw. So where does Kamdyn go here?
Yeah. I think this is a good chance to sink another one around that side yellow. Maybe on the T line so you don't leave an as easy as it can be, run back double.
First row for Kamdyn Bauldic. This is not in the house. This is a guard. It's gonna just kind of chap off. Leave as a center. So timeout for Team Ueno. So you'll probably see a timeout on both of these next 2 shots. And then all of a sudden, Ryan, again, those, like you said, those peel shots didn't quite go where they needed to, and they're in a bit of trouble. They're going to need to use all their stones to get out of this mess.
Yeah, they're going to need to make 2 good ones here if they want to win it outright instead of going to a shootout.
Looks like they're going to play the double peel. A little concerned for where that red one goes if you're Ueno. Looks like it goes into the yellow, but it does clear it out. So if you hit half a rock, I think you're keeping it nice and open, and then you've got an easier shot for maybe just give up 1.
Yeah, that's a good point. You really do not want to roll that red one into the house.
First throw here. And that will clear all the guards, but Bauldic is now sitting 3.
Wow, how this game has turned around.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt. Wow.
Well, I think, yeah, they haven't used any timeouts. They're just going to go for it. They're not talking it over. But I think this is where you go. You've got that kind of overlapped, top 12. Use those as guards. Just draw around, see if you can sink and have two.
For sure, and then you'd almost have that steal of two locked up.
Yeah.
Ueno might be throwing just a practice shootout draw.
That's right. That's a great point. This might be what she has to do on the shootout, but for now, Kamdyn Bauldic with her last. Get around those top 12 stones and lay 4. This one's out there. Should come back, though. There it goes. That will. Oh, just top of the button. Great weight there.
Nicely done.
Oh, what a bounce back. Whatever happens here, what a great shot. Take a look at this again. Look at this come in nice.
The sweepers just guiding it in all the way. Never a doubt they knew it was going right to the top button, fully buried around the guard. And really putting the pressure on Team Ueno here.
This is a game about momentum. So the second timeout will be called, and Miyu Ueno is facing 4. She cannot give up a steal of 3. If she gives up a steal of 2, she's conceding a shootout, and that may not be enough for making the playoffs because she wants to get to 2 and 2. She's eyeing up a triple.
Oh my, if you hit this even just a little bit too much on the outside, you stick it right there. It's a steal of 3.
Yeah. So they're going to try to, maybe there's a double here. This is big shot here. Miyu Ueno, out of nowhere, had a 4-point lead. Can she make 3 of them go away? There's the last stone of the 8th end. Calling it. This is tight. This is tight. And that's going to make contact, and they're not going to spill them all. And that is a steal of 3 and a victory for the young Team Bauldic. They will take a 7-6 victory. What a turnaround for this young team. So 3 on the board there. They will finish their first Tier 2 Grand Slam with a victory. They'll be at 1 and 3. Team Ueno will also finish this at 1 and 3. Ryan, what a comeback here.
Yeah, they never gave up. They, like you said earlier in the game, they really got the momentum back after that beautiful shot against 6. And they built through the game. They got better and better. Oh, here comes the event organizer to take some pictures.
Get them the alternating team photo. That's what you love to see. They're all happy to be here. They're not bitter. They're glad they played. That's a great sign here. Well, congratulations to the Team Bauldic. I'm sure we'll hear more from them in the future. As for us, there are more games here on Curling Stadium. Check them out. We'll have some later today. The playoffs will be tomorrow. Ryan, thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for having me, Matt. It's
been
a pleasure.
Thank you for working the cameras. We'll see you later today here on Curling Stadium.